back to my channel. So today is another Freaky Friday, which you might be like, why do you have a pink background then? Isn't that a little bit more Valentine's Day, not Freaky Friday? Yes, but today is a Freaky Friday about the Queen Mary. Now you still may be confused. So the Queen Mary is a very famous ship. It was crowned the Queen Mary because the Queen Mary. And there's a lot, it is now a hotel, but back in the day it had a lot of very fancy people on it, travelers, all that for voyages and for sailing around the sea. Now it is a docked hotel. I really want to go to it when it comes back. Right now it is closed due to COVID, so hopefully it will come back one day, and I really want to go to it, but we will see. But one of the rooms that is, let me backtrack this a little bit. The Queen Mary is haunted, obviously. There's quite a few ghost stories of the Queen Mary that we'll be getting into today. You guys know it's a voiceover, so we ain't got that choppy audio. But I'm very excited to do today's video. So there's many rooms, like the boiler room, there's the kitchen, the dining room, there's even a pool, there's a dance area, like a ballroom. There's many rooms, and one of them used to be a beauty parlor. It has now, since 2001, been converted to offices, but back in the day, in 1930, where they had the ship be an actual traveler ship thing, it was a beauty parlor. Today we are turning ourselves into a ghost, obviously, since the ship is haunted, who haunts that said beauty parlor. And we will get into that story throughout this video, so just stay tuned for that. But today we're going to be doing a makeup look inspired by the 1930s as well. So I will put little descriptions of what products I use and how I use them and what I'm doing, because I will be doing a voiceover of these stories. So if you want to know what I'm doing, you can either check the description box or anywhere on the screen. I will be writing the little descriptions, and if you just want to hear the story, then just listen along. The Queen Mary was christened on September 26, 1934, by Queen Mary herself, and was retired about 3 years later, and has been converted to a hotel ever since. It is said that the boat has many different ghosts, to the point that the boat even offers ghost tours. It is known as the most haunted destination in America. Stateroom B340. It was a problem long before it was a hotel. In 1948, a British third-class passenger, Walter J. Adams, passed away in that room. Details of the death are still unknown. In 1966, a woman staying in B340 reported she woke up by her sheets being pulled off of her. As she saw a man standing at the foot of her bed, she screamed, but the man vanished. Years later, guests have reported hearing knocks on the door in the middle of the night, and bathroom lights randomly turning on. Even the hotel maids have complained that the bathroom water would be running when no one stayed for days, or that sheets would be pulled off the bed right after the bed was made. I'm sorry if I pronounce this wrong. The Mauritania room. In 1989, 2 women were sent to clean this lounge for a VIP reception. They found a passenger sitting on a chair in the middle of the dance floor. A third woman came in to help clean. The passenger was staring at her. She asked him to move, and she called security. The man faded in front of all 3 of them, and they all reported together about the incident. The Mayfair room. This was once the beauty parlor, but is now an office. In 2001, a member of the staff came in early to work and felt like something was off. She started her tasks and she felt unusually cold. She later felt someone brush against her back, but no one was there. She then saw a transparent figure and weight
walk across the room and pass through the door. The first class swimming pool. This is now abandoned. People have reported seeing a young woman in a tennis skirt walking downstairs and disappearing behind a pillar. A woman in an old wedding gown has also been reported next to the pool, with a little boy in a suit. A cloud of steam appearing out of nowhere has also been reported, along with a little girl appearing in that cloud of smoke in a blue and white dress, who appears in the distance. Boiler room number 4. Several reports of a little girl in the room, sometimes sucking her thumb and sometimes with a doll in her hand, has been seen. And hatch door number 13, known as Shaft Alley. It is the site of a gruesome accident that saw a crewman get crushed to death. This is probably one of the most heartbreaking stories on the ship. One night in 1966, the doors in the engine and the boiler room were ordered to be closed. An 18-year-old crew member from Yorkshire was found crushed in the door of hatch 13, trapped with his arms pinned to his side. He was brought to the hospital, but had crushing injuries to the arms, chest, and pelvis, and bleeding from his nose. He was injected with morphine, but died shortly after due to his injuries. His ghost is regularly seen around the hatch. People have reported the sounds of someone running behind them and whistling. Some have had spots of grease that look like fingerprints appear on their faces. And some have seen a figure with a beard and blue coveralls that look like the man who'd passed out of the corner of your eyes. And others have said they have seen an engineer walking the hallway, asking guests if they have seen his wrench. And when they go to help, he's vanished.
Okay, super quick before my camera dies, I'm going to finish this outro. So I changed the dress, put red lipstick on, and this is the final look. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what other Freaky Fridays you want me to do. There's definitely many ghost stories around the world that I can do, and I'm very excited for next Friday. But I really hope you enjoyed these ghost stories. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below your favorite ghost story from this one. This is definitely the cute little bridal beauty parlor one was definitely my favorite, just because that is something I would totally do, is stick in a beauty parlor and haunt the crap out of people. That is something I would totally do. Anywho, thank you so much for watching. As always, the entire story that I said in this video will be written in the description box if you'd like to check it out, as well as the sources I used for this will be linked in the description, and all my socials will be linked in the description with the products used in this video. Just check out the description if you need anything.